Now, I'm no stock expert, but hearing that Trump stock was shorted heavily the day before the assassination attempt, that's shady. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Nothing is making sense, and more is coming out that just makes me worry. I don't want to plant too many seeds here and try to say things without clear evidence because we don't have clear evidence. But man, this is yet another piece of the pie that weirds me out. We're hearing so much new information. Dan Bongino's former Secret Service. I've used him before. I was just unfamiliar, and he clearly knows his stuff. He clearly has experts filling him in. He also has come forward and just blown apart the Secret Service and everything they're trying to claim and the lies. We're going to play that clip as well. But so much is coming in, guys. So much is coming in. The parents knew something was up. We were talking about that earlier. The local cop who failed to stop him is now being hailed a hero. So many things coming in that I'm just like, what's going on? And now add to it, Trump stock was shorted heavily the day before the attempt. So what does this mean? What does this mean? After the attempt on former President Donald Trump, which was sent shockwaves to the U.S. political landscape, Trump media shares surged more than 60% in the early trading hour on Monday before retracing by 20% to valuation of $36 at the close of July 16th. However, a fact bound to raise some eyebrows and questions is that short positions against Truth Social stock, Trump's social media, doubled between July 1st and the 12th, going from 7 to 15 million shares in what was a record of shares shorted for Donald Trump Jr. stock since his trading debut. The surge indicates that individuals or large organizations anticipated a significant drop in the stock's value by July 15th, a scenario that likely would have materialized had Trump died in Pennsylvania. That's crazy. The potential need to cover the losses from short positions leading up to July 12th could have provided an additional boost to the price of DJ stock. Pattern raises concerns that some individuals may have foreknown of a plot against Trump's life and sought to profit from the expected turmoil. Looking at the current level of stock, it's subsided substantially. You see the numbers here. Being short on average covers less than 1 day. And apparently this is not the first time this has happened. Similar occurrence observed on September 11th when substantial bets were placed against the stocks of major airlines the day before 9/11. Now, investigations revealed that a single entity in an insider newsletter had tipped off investors, leading them to place fortuitous bets against the top 2 U.S. airlines, which suffered significant losses following those hijinks. So, look, again, I'm not a financial expert. I see a lot of people picking up on this now. Soon to be unmasked entities bet that Trump's stock would plummet 1 day before the attempt. Shorting Truth Social more than doubled, meaning people, large organizations predicted that the stock would plummet or something that would undeniably have occurred, President Trump's death. And this could mean knowledge against it. Now, again, that maybe it was Elon Musk trying to do a deal. Someone knew some other insider trading that Truth Social was going to eventually be parlayed over since Elon has pretty much endorsed Trump now fully. There could be other reasons for this. There absolutely could be. We got to cover all our bases and we shouldn't just jump straight to conclusions. But, man, that's weird, man. That looks bad. We knew that the parents knew. I can't play the clip, but there's a clip of Thomas Crook. Thomas, he was screaming. Thomas Crooks was screaming to all the Republicans. It's a clip out there that had to have been told, shared to the proper authorities. So people might have already known about him. His parents knew about him. Now the stocks are being called out. There is a lot of stuff happening here. Now add to the mix what Dan Bongino is putting out there regarding how badly Secret Service and now the camp around them are lying.
A high-level source reached out to me last night and said to me that the rooftop that the shooter engaged from as I told you last night during the Tucker Carlson special and then on Don Jr.'s show, was actually supposed to be posted by a local police department or non-Secret Service counter sniper team. So we're clear on the facts. There were 2 counter sniper teams from the Secret Service, 2. Those 2 were assigned to the scene. That rooftop was obviously deemed a threat. It was a line of sight issue. So because they didn't have the assets, and I'll get to why in a few minutes, it involves Dr. Jill Biden, who has an extremely low threat level relative to Donald Trump. This is the breaking news. For some reason, that local police department, this is not about Monday morning quarterbacking, folks. Again, this is not a football game. These are people's lives. For some reason, that local tactical counter sniper team didn't make it to the roof. What I'm hearing from sources is that that tactical team positioned it through a second floor window, which cedes the high ground. Now, I wish I wasn't breaking this on my show. The fact that nobody is comfortable talking to the media because they're such insider hacks, they're afraid they're all going to be exposed and they all have to come to me, candidly, folks, is a travesty. But think about what I just told you. For a second, everybody take a pause and a timeout. Think about the multiple security failures here and the lying. There was supposed to be a tactical CS team on that roof. They didn't make it to the roof. They chose a second floor window instead, which cedes the high ground, obviously, and nobody noticed? Nobody noticed that that post, that CS post was unmanned? Nobody had any idea? Now, this explains a lot. I gotta control the expletives.
Don't exploit. Get expletive. It's worth it, dude.
The bullshit I just said that. The bullshit you're hearing coming out of Secret Service headquarters. Now does it make sense? Did you see a few days ago, and by the way, they're watching right now, make no mistake. Did you see a few days ago, I don't know, about 3-4 days ago, the Secret Service came out with a statement through this PR flack, Guglielmi and others, and these guys should all resign immediately. And did you hear what they said? They did it kind of in a winky nod, sleazy kind of way, where they tried to pawn this off on the local. The
local law enforcement, it was their job. We reported
local
on this.
CS team never made it to the roof, counter sniper team. So when the Secret Service got massive backlash for appearing to pawn this off on the locals, even though what they were saying was true, even though it was the Secret Service's responsibility to check that the post was manned, the Secret Service then dialed the story back and said, oh, we're not trying to blame the locals. This is our responsibility. And then when they got backlash for saying, okay, well, if it's your responsibility, why was there no one on the freaking roof? Why was there no one there? What did the Secret Service director say? She came out with this ludicrous absurdity that, I don't know, man, the slope of the roof, we shouldn't be up there. It's like an OSHA violation or something. What, bro? What did you... Let me tell you an OSHA violation. There are things in the motorcade and other security mechanisms we use, I'm sure probably aren't safe to be around. You think I sat there and went, OSHA, can we get a ticket on this item here? You do your job and you keep the president alive.
Yeah, you don't go complain to HR that I'm going to fall off a sloped roof. These guys can handle it.
That excuse about the slope of the roof is another lie. Are you getting now what's going on? The Secret Service is lying so much and so often to try to cover up this total Charlie Foxtrot, if you know what that means, you military guys out there. They're lying so much that they're forgetting their lies. And they're not savvy enough, like a Jen Psaki, to lie effectively. There was supposed to be a local post. They never showed up, and no one from the Secret Service checked. They never showed up on that roof. Nobody checked.
And don't forget, they couldn't get through the roofs, the fences to get there anyway. It is a mess. It is a mess. Now, look, that could just be ineptitude. It could be, but I know a lot of you aren't buying it. And when you add this kind of stuff on top of it, I get why people are going out there on the limb making some of these theories. Now, I got to be careful. I'm going to be careful. I'm not confirming any of that. but it's impossible for me to not start hearing it and going, what's going on? I think we got to just keep asking the questions. We got to look for those facts. We got to put the pressure on to get some transparency, because like, a lot of this could be coincidence and just really bad Secret Service. It is true. But a lot is piling up, a lot of lies, a lot of cover-ups. Something's happening. I don't know what, but I know a lot of you got theories. So let's keep reporting. Let's stay on it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell for alerts. Smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below as well. I'll be in and out of studio. I did tape this a little earlier. If some news has shifted, that's why. But I wanted to get this out, particularly show you this, because I think it's really kind of scary. And as a non-stock expert, I'm curious what some of you stock traders and stuff think about this. Does this make you go, ooh, or it could just be a guess? I want to hear your thoughts down below. Lewis and Kim will be stepping up throughout the week to help me. I'll be back here and there. Thank you for bearing with me. I'll be back again full-time back in studio in in a week. But we are not stopping. We got plenty of coverage coming your way. A lot to report on regarding this and more pop culture stuff too. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe and donate if you can. Check the pinned comment. We need your support. They're blocking videos.